All right, we got a D6 here. This is kind of an early D6. This is a 5R D6. It's got a few things going on with it. This is the LaPlante chote hydraulic system for the blade, but it does have a Caterpillar blade on it, and it's not the correct blade for this setup here. The hydraulic mounts do not line up. But something this thing has for it is this sheet metal. All the sheet metal's in really, really good shape. It's got this hard nose that covers the factory tins there, and you can see the, hard to tell, all the Caterpillar tags and stuff like that are in pretty good shape. Like, I think there's a gem hiding under this thing. The undercarriage is real good shape. Lots of material on that. I can almost feel no wear to the pins. The idler looks pretty good there. Track rollers, that one been built up there. It's got the segmented sprocket on it too. At least on this side. I don't know if the other side has that, but the sprocket looks pretty good. Track tins, all in place. Been modified here a little bit for that guard. Somebody's done some funky stuff here. They got a starting engine for the starting engine. How many engines do you need? So, looks like they were having some mag problems here. So we're going to dive into this thing, see if we can't get the magneto to work. I don't know if this thing would have enough pep to start it without that pony running it. It might if it was perfect circumstances. We got it bled the whole system with the for fuel with it in the compression released. It might do it, and then throw the switch fast and see what it does. But I don't know. I haven't started this. I haven't messed with anything just yet, so I'm trying to show everything that's here. But yeah, the undercarriage is in excellent shape. The tank, look how clean that tank is. It's got one little ding right here. That's it. This drawbar's real cherry. Has not seen a whole lot of use. The main clutch is stuck. It looks like it's the linkage. This is the early one. It does have a dry clutch. You can see it down in there. It does have a dry clutch. And we'll have to mess with the linkage for that. See if we can't get it going. And there's somewhat of a seat left, which is surprising when there's even foam on some of these. But the back is there. So yeah, it's missing the fan belt too. I guess there's been a bunch of people out here messing with this thing trying to get it going, but from what I understand, nobody knew what they were doing at all. So I came along and I was able to scoop it cheap, so we're gonna show them how it's done here. Get this thing fired up because I'd like to haul it out. And today's Wednesday. I'm hoping to haul it out on Friday, so I think we can make that happen. Everything looks pretty good here, so I think I might even have a whole nother magneto for this. But there's a cap for it here. You can see they were drilling holes and trying to put different condensers and stuff in. I don't know. Like, I'm sure I brought a couple other mags that are a little different than this, but should be able to pull some parts off of it, make them work. This obviously was set up on there at one point. It was starter generators. It was mounted here, and then they put the Honda on it instead, which we'll find a use for the Honda. That's a good bonus. Some treasures in here. Here's the coil for that mag. So probably try to put it back in there. See anything too exciting in here? Oh, little push button starter switch. Those are handy. Ah, look at that. I don't know what the original pull handle. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's original or not. I've never seen Cat cut them like that before, with the grooves in them. But it could be. Some pins. Yeah, these pins go right here, and these guys, for the rams, they got tied up. But they don't match these mounts for this blade. And you can see it's got totally different patina. And this is a Caterpillar blade. Somebody was screwing around with it, but I think we get her going, get her back. I want to strip all this stuff off of it and just make it a real nice clean ag tractor. I think that's really where it would shine, look good, and try to make it look good. Take it to shows, stuff like that. You know, we're not going to do any work with it, not any dozer work at least. So, all right, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I think it's fucking lost control. Let's see if we can't get this mag to work, and then we'll actually try it the proper way. Got ourselves a pull rope here. Getting that thing to tension and stuff, I don't know if that's gonna do anything. It's so hokey. I would think it had a different belt on it at one point. Oh yeah. She's got compression. Go ahead and kill it for a second. Alright, let's pull this bullshit off of here. I don't know what they were trying to do. Because none of that shit would have worked. You still got to put the cap back on it. I don't know why they bolted this shit here. Oh, the terminals are busted off. Might be able to repair that here. Wrap this guy. do have masking tape, which we don't care right now. I just want to get her home. That's all that matters. Get her loaded on the truck. Get her back to the house. I'm just going to tuck that right around that screw there. It does not have an eye on it anymore. But that's okay. Probably all needed in the first frickin' place.
Okay. Yep, got some spark.
You got a spark?
I saw spark.
Nice. Was it hot? Pretty bright?
It looked pretty bright.
Good.
Yeah, but chlorine too. But
Nice. Okay. All right. So we need a rotor. All right, I went and stole these off of my road grader. And you can see they're the same ones. I went to the D8 and it has the different cap that's side by side. So it means the timing of this is going to be wrong. So if this is the correct one, this came off of my road grader, number 12. So it should have the same engine in it. So this should work. I guess we'll put this on here and give her a try. Just want to see where we mess with the carb and stuff. Got nothing. Let's pull the plug and check that. Okay. I see a spark. Let's see on that now. Yeah, it's weak though. That is a weak spark. I think if it's out of phase, then if the distributor was installed wrong, then these would be backwards. So let me switch these just in case. Let's see if that makes any difference. Because it might. But I did not put this magneto in there, so it could be wrong. You like to make orange shot out of there?
I did not.
That's what it is. A little fuel, see what she does. Day 2 here, we're back. I had my makeshift throttle governor spring here, which was total shit. Way too much. But I went and I stole this off of a D4 that I had at the house. And it's the wrong spring, but I think it's close enough to make everything work. You can see that's not the correct spring for it. But it's much better than that other thing that I got there. Yeah. It's doing something. It's doing governor things. So we'll put some other stuff back together over here, and I gotta put some fuel in it. We'll give her another try. All right, putting some fuel in it. Go ahead and give her a shot of ether there. I don't need to be cranking on this thing all day. Oh. She's still engaged. That's why. Trying to rope start the whole damn thing. Come on, baby. Oh, so close. Come on, you wanted to live yesterday. Okay, a couple things. Gonna need our fancy dancy injector tool here. We gotta bleed this injection pump. Well, it runs. We got to put a fan belt on it before we run it too long. And I want to pull that injection plate off of there. And see, I think we got some stuck plungers. But it does run. Hopefully it's enough to get it on the trailer. And we got to address this clutch issue here too. So we'll do that. So. All right. Look down in here at this main clutch. Get the camera to pan. Now, you see that bolt right here? That's the pinch bolt. We're going to loosen that. See if we can get this clutch to back off, because what happens is these old plates will swell, and then you can see it's not wanting to move, so it's locked, engaged currently. So we'll get that pinch bolt loosened up and see if we can't get this thing to spin. She's spinning. That's good. What all you can see, I've got this thing now, so she spins. I've backed her way off her. But now, you pull that guy back. Oh yeah, we got some over center action now. So, we fire it up again. That clutch should pop free. Alright, this is what I got. We're going to try to make a makeshift fucking belt here for this guy. This is missing. So I'm just going to wrap this around a whole bunch of times and then tie it together, and hopefully that's enough to keep the water pump and stuff spinning. But in order to put a real belt on this thing, we'd have to pull the whole front end of this thing apart and pull the hydraulic pump off of it. So it would just be a nightmare, and we will do that at a later point, but I'm just looking to get her home, get her on the trailer right now. So that's my goal for the day. Get her on the trailer, get her home. So it ain't yours until it's on the way home, on the trailer. So let's make it happen. Well, she made it to the loading area here. It was probably, maybe a half a mile walking out of here. My rope belt here, it held up. But she was starting to get hot there towards the end. I don't know if thermostat's stuck or what. We'll have to play with her when I get home. But get her on the trailer. I got transport coming tomorrow, so should be good to go. That clutch is definitely getting better towards the end, but I left it loose so I can kind of adjust it on the fly, because that material will wear real fast after it's swollen like that. So I'll have to play with it a bit, run it a little bit, or to kind of find its zone there where it's not gonna evaporate quick. So, but it does seem to run, and it's definitely started running better towards the end there. It steers pretty good. It's got the boosted steering, and it took a second there to get it to steer right when I first made that right turn. It didn't want to, and all of a sudden I could feel it build pressure in there, and it took off. I'm like, oh, all right, sweet. So none of the clutches are stuck. Undercarriage on this thing is just excellent condition. And I forgot to mention too, this is a 5R 216 SP. Actually says SP. No, just SP. Thought it looked like there was something beyond that. But that would make this a 1941 model. So it's definitely an early one. It doesn't seem like there's too many of these 5Rs out there. When you do some research, most everything comes up with 9U series. And the 9Us are a little later, and I got the air cleaner right here in front of the operator. They're set up a little bit different, and it's got the different engine in it. But this thing's gonna doll up real nice. I'm gonna pull that ugly canopy and blade and all that stuff off. None of it, this blade doesn't match. It's not the correct one, so we'll make her look really good. She'll have a new life, a real easy life. So that's it. I'll try to get some video of us loading it, bring it home, but I think I'll leave it for this, for now, for this video. I'll call it. Thank you for watching. Until next time.